Hello, it's me, Violet, and I kind of just want to talk about what's been going around on Google Plus. But before I do that, I want to point out that I was looking in my backpack for a pen and in turn stabbed myself in the finger. And now I'm bleeding. Not a lot, but enough to bug me. Um, so basically, there's been this thing going around on Google Plus, talking about how it's going to be deleted or shut down or whatever. And honestly, it's starting to get on my nerves. Let's say that the situation of Google shutting down is true. And say they remove like everybody's account from the website. How, just why would you do that? How will you do that, especially if it'll anger millions or billions of people who use the website? And if you do that, lots of people will lose all the work they put into Google Plus. Let's talk about like their artwork. That's one example. Their poems or whatever they post. A lot of people work hard to get things out. So if you deleted their Google Plus accounts, you'd be getting rid of a lot of things they spent time working on, whether it be writing, drawing, or taking photos like of animals or whatever. So, yeah, say you took the whole website down. You'd be angering so many people. Not only that, but you'd be removing people from their online families. It's really a situation where people will just get beyond angry with Google. And then there's another thing going around too, where it'll change to Google Aspire, which means that it'll be basically for business stuff. I don't know. I mean, if it does get transferred to a website for business purposes only, one, you'd be losing many people who use your website. And say you made them pay monthly for a subscription to their account or so. Not many people would use your website, that's one. Second of all, that is just terrible. Especially since you put Google out to be free for the public to get in touch with people. Kind of like Red Facebook. Maybe a little maybe a little downgraded, but not many people want to move from Google Plus to go to Facebook or Twitter or whatever, because there's features of Google Plus that Facebook doesn't have, that Twitter doesn't have, or whatever else. The whole problem with this is you would just be pissing off so many people. Honestly, the whole idea of it being changed for businesses only. Yeah, that is true. They are mad about the private information being leaked. But the whole problem with that is, yes, it's awful information got out, but they should have said that in the first place, which is why they're in this situation now. But okay, that's if you're going to run a whole business online, you better be honest with what's going on. I mean, information gets out, you have to tell somebody. Yes, you're updating your privacy policies and your securities and whatever, but if information gets out, you tell. You don't just sit back there and let your whole platform go to shit. Google Plus isn't the best platform, but I would be really angry if they took the whole platform down because I have so many things saved on there, and so do all of my friends. There's communities, and, well, Nobody will really know what will happen. That's why people are getting angry. People are afraid of the unknown. People don't want things to change. Some people do, but honestly, if, say, our accounts do get deleted, I think there will be much bigger problems then. I mean, there's this petition going on Google Plus. People are trying to save Google Plus. I mean, if they didn't know about the leakage, then, well, they still can't be forgiven. But if they didn't know about the leakage, that's just kind of stupid. I mean, it's your platform. You should know about almost everything that's happening on your platform. You have to keep in check with your platform. I don't know how difficult it is cuz I don't own a platform like Google Plus or whatever. But you have to be responsible for what you put up. And like the whole idea of changing Google Plus completely or revamping it as they want to call it is probably their worst idea yet. Remember when they claimed to update Google Plus, and next thing you know, they downgraded the whole look of Google Plus to almost the very first version. At least that's what it looks like to me. The version of Google Plus we have now looks strikingly similar to when I got my first cell phone. Maybe it will happen, but Google is just going to get more backlash because of this. Honestly, I'm just live streaming about this because I'm irritated and it's just so annoying. If everything on my account is taken down, I'm going to try to pile up a lot of people to talk about the situation because honestly, I'm already angry about it. Sure, revamp the website if you want to. Just don't make it for businesses only. Business purposes only. I honestly don't really know what to say about this whole problem. It's just so annoying. I've talked to a couple of my friends about it already, and absolutely none of them are happy whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, the whole system is money hungry, that I know. So if they do change to you have to pay for a subscription to actually have a Google account, then I kind of understand it, but it would really be shit. I can't move all my stuff to a new platform. That's the problem. They give you 10 months, and I've moved many of my things, but I wouldn't be able to move every single thing I have to a new platform. That is impossible in 10 months. Not only that, but a lot of us have earned all the followers we have, and just losing that is awful, you know? One of my friends is actually kind of angry about the whole situation too because she has so many followers that she's worked hard to get to. So, I don't know. I mean, does it matter if you speak Russian? I mean, I'm subscribed to Russian people. But yeah, like I hope this whole thing doesn't make everybody lose what they have on Google. Okay. But I hope this doesn't happen with Google Plus. I hope it doesn't just turn into like you have hope this doesn't happen with Google Plus. I hope it doesn't just turn into like you have to buy it to have it. And I really hope it doesn't turn into some really honestly Google can't turn to shit because it kind of already is. But I hope it doesn't turn into some I hope it just doesn't turn into some sort of company that just wants to get as much money out of you as possible. It doesn't matter if it's temporary, it'll hurt everybody. It doesn't matter everybody. It doesn't matter if they did it for like 2 days or three or whatever. It'll be so much time to everyone because honestly, everybody on Google Plus almost just lives on Google Plus. I swear that most of the people on Google Plus haven't even seen a tree. But like I just I hate the whole idea of it. I read up on their stuff. In the beginning it sounds okay, but then you see they go with for business, consumer, and customers. And the whole thing where it says consumer makes me think, "Oh, they're going to make us pay for Google." And even if they like say they close down the website for 3 days and it affected like Google Docs, Google Classroom or whatever. That would in turn mean a lot of people who are still in school lose their papers because a lot of people use Google Docs in order to save their work. I really don't know how this will end up for many people, but I feel like it'll just end in an online apocalypse that has already started. People are angry, people are upset. They're just almost everybody in my feed I've seen so far has posted a screenshot of their Instagram or Twitter or Tumblr and they've said, "Follow me here before the Google Plus apocalypse." It sounds pretty dramatic, I said it too, but honestly, let's hope for the worst, I guess, because if you hope for the worst, then, well, you're not going to be too surprised. Yeah, that's true, Julian. But every website dies eventually. Like MySpace. I'm pretty sure like 80% of the kids don't even know what MySpace is now. That website died, but Google can come out from its grave. I just don't think it would be the best choice to end up making it only for business purposes. I mean, I get it, but I feel like it is very stupid because then there's a lot of people who do run little businesses on Google Plus, but they don't necessarily have a business account. Like me, for one, I sell my artwork, but I don't have a business account. Mm. Your first reaction was sort of relief because of all the cringy stuff you did on Google Plus will now disappear. I get it. Feel good, feel good, TM. But honestly, there's some good things a lot of people have done. Some cool things people have done on Google Plus too. Not everything is cringy there. I mean, there's a lot of my cringy artwork that I don't like, but I still wouldn't want any of it deleted because it shows that you've grown as a person, you know what I mean? Hey Sarah, I don't want anything I have on Google Plus to be deleted, and I don't think my some of my other friends want that either. And so far, two of you guys do, but but I don't think that's the best choice here. Also, I have my paintings right here because I didn't want to show the rest of my ugly room. Honestly, though, I've started telling people in the community I'm with to move to like Instagram, Amino, or Tumblr. Don't know how this is gonna work out. I'd like to read out the thing that Google wrote. Someone named David or whatever on Google wrote, but I don't have it pulled up and I can't pull it up on my cell phone without ending the stream. Maybe I can turn on my laptop for that actually. So this is gonna take a while to load. Oh yeah, earlier yesterday I was trying to walk out of my room and I stubbed my toe on this typewriter I got from Goodwill, and then it just left this little wound in my toe. So I've got like sentient typewriter germs in my toe. Yeah, Google has lost its touch, but honestly, I don't want it to close down even if it's for a few months because I use it to talk to a lot of my friends, including my boyfriend, and I really rather not. I mean, yeah, I can send him mail and I can probably get him to open up an account on like Instagram or whatever, but I don't feel like he's all too willing to make new accounts on anything because he doesn't trust pretty much any website at all whatsoever. And honestly, I understand where he's coming from, but I don't want to but I don't want to have to move to a completely different platform. No, Sarah, I don't like Brandon like that anymore. Brandon and I are just friends now. Well, who he rarely ever talks to me now, but whatever. Okay, so I'm not gonna read this whole thing. I'm only gonna read a couple of lines from this. I said, well, Google junk is everywhere. It can either be shut down, revamped for business reasons only, or changed to Google Aspire, which should be fine. And this is what David Thacker wrote on Google blog. Today, as a part of our ongoing efforts to protect user privacy, we announced the number of updates to the developer policies across Google. You can read more about it here. Consumer changes will not affect our Google Suite customers. Google Suite administrators are always in control of the apps their users can access. There's sunsetting Google for consumers. We are investing in Google for enterprise. We are seeing growth and our customers are seeing great value. Giving the challenges in creating the maintenance and creating and maintaining consumer Google Plus in a way that meets consumer expectations. The very limited usage of the product, we decide to sunset the consumer version of Google to give these users a full opportunity to transition. We will be doing this consumer for over a 10-month period, stated for completion. The end of next August, over the next coming months. We will provide users with additional information, including ways to download and migrate their data. Workers engage in internal discussions on secure corporate social networks where they can set common access rules and use central controls for their entire organization. Okay, I'm going to skip the rest of it, but basically, to me, it seems like Google wants to be the new LinkedIn. And I don't think that's going to work. My friend is worried about her articles, her followers, and her followers are really important to her. I'm worried about all my artwork and all my friends. Yeah, Hangouts and other services shouldn't be affected, I guess. But honestly, I don't want anything to happen to my post. There's also little uh this little change.org Google Save Google Plus petition going around, which is kind of dumb because Google Plus will be shutting down or whatever, and they're sending it over Google. I don't know. I think that's dumb. But if this does happen, then I feel like it's just going to anger many people. There's some of my friends who haven't been on Google in forever that are just coming on now about hearing that Google is going to shut down. One person literally posted, well, since Google Plus is shutting down, here's a new post. Bye. Basically. The whole idea of this happening is annoying, angering, obnoxious, and honestly, I'm not ready. I don't think anybody else is. I mean, whatever, I guess. But Google should really stop. Next time information is leaked, say something if it happens again. Or just make sure your just make sure all your stuff is in order, Google. No need to do all this for that. And yeah, I get it. It's expensive to run your platform, but you can find other ways to do that. Say you want to add new features. Great, do that. Add some new features and I don't know, have people pay for the new features. I mean, say somebody's profile. You can add a sort of a wallpaper thing to a profile. And if somebody wants to add this cool wallpaper to the back of their profile, like not the profile picture, not the profile banner, but say the whole page, you can add that. And you can make people pay a couple of dollars or a couple dollars a month in order to customize their profile a lot more. Julian said there have been so many companies that have had information leaks that are still running. Exactly. I feel like this is kind of a dramatic turn of events for Google. There's so much they can do with their website, like the adding new features thing I said. You can make somebody customize their whole page, and you can make them pay monthly or pay for separate features that are brand new to them. I mean, I think it's a great idea. Some people would love to buy a whole some people would love to buy just instead of having the white Google Plus background, I'm pretty sure some people would love to buy patterns that they could put on their background or make their own patterns and put it as the background. Google needs money. Running Google Plus takes money. They lose lots of users from data leakage. They shit their pants and they pull the plug. That is true. That is true, Jay. Once you start having microtransactions within a website, it becomes less desirable to the people who have been on there while it's free, forcing them to jump ship. I honestly don't really know what else to say about this whole problem. But I feel like there's other ways to deal with this situation. For one, keep a better eye on your platform. I mean, I get it, it's hard, it's annoying, it's expensive, but if you decided to build a platform here, then might as well get some really good employees to help you keep it running properly. I know there's lots of people constantly working on it, constantly keeping track of what they have to, and they're doing their job, I'm sure, but you really should just try your best to keep track of everything going on. If it was like a Halloween joke or whatever, like, trick whatever, then I feel like that'd be a low blow trick. But I don't think it is a trick. Also, the fact that you said it would be funny if they are like, ha, get pranked, we aren't shutting it down yet. that would foreshadow the fact that they'd want to shut down the whole thing. It could fool everybody, but I feel like it would make a lot of people mad too. In this world, you can't do anything without making at least one person angry. You can say, I don't like the color pink, and everybody will get angry. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people would. You could say pink is just for girls, and somebody will come up to you and go, that's sexist. It kind of is, but whatever. I mean, doesn't matter. I hope this is all some sick, cruel joke played on the Google side. Because at this point, that would be the best turn of events. Well, I guess that'll be the end of the stream. This has gone on for a while, and I really don't know what else to say. But I am pretty dang annoyed by this. Don't know about all you guys. Yeah, Google doesn't do jokes, period. So, bye guys. I should have probably wrote a script for this too. Have a nice day, everybody.